Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, and your subscribes here on the channel. It is always appreciated, my loves. And a major shout out to all the channel members, as well as the members over on my website, as well as the members over on my Patreon. And thank you to everyone who is subscribed to my other channels, as I've been putting different content and separating my content into different spaces. So thank you to everyone who's checked out all my channels. If you haven't already, definitely check out all my channels, as I'll be, having content going into certain places and stuff of that nature. So as I reorganize. Thank you to all the donations. Thank you, Stoked, for your recent Cash App donation. It was very much so appreciated. And yeah, if you haven't already checked out my Neptune Conversations channel, where we just had a spiritual conversation and talking about dreams, our dreams and the connection to reality. So definitely make sure you go check that out. So this energy of what we are walking into with this grandmother energy, and it's so crazy because when I was saying of the energy of our ancestors, I started hearing is that song by Levert, but pop 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 goes my mind every time I hear your voice, or something like that. But then when I came on here, the channel energy, so the first song I woke up literally hearing Easy Like Sunday Morning by the Commodores. So your grandmother may have been a Lionel Richie fan or a Commodore fan, big into like 70s type music, something of that nature. But the Easy Like Sunday Morning was coming out to me really heavy. And it's like, even in that song has multiple meanings. So because the Easy Like Sunday Morning energy, it's about, how Sunday is meant to be the day of rest, the day that we're just relaxing, we're getting prepared for the week. It's the time to like rest off with everything that we've just done over the course of the weekend, and to like get our energy back to like this place of balance, 222 on the time. And now I'm getting like a lot of Libra energy with balance, okay? The balancing act of your energy. But in that song, he's basically saying like in the relationship, he's not stressed out anymore about it. He's leaving, he's done, it's over. Like he has peace with the decisions that he is making. And so I'm going to read the lyrics and then we're going to get into the message. Oh, dang, the lyrics on that phone. Okay, pull it up again. Okay, no, it sounds, let me stop. No, it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. Seems to me, girl, I've done all I can. You see, I begged, stole, and I borrowed. Yeah, that's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Why in the world would anybody put chains on me? I've paid my dues to make it. Everybody wants me to be what they want me to be. I'm not happy when I try to fake it. That's why I'm easy, easy like Sunday morning. I wanna be high, so high. I wanna be free to know the things I do alright. Okay, I wanna be free to know the things I do alright. I wanna be free, just me, oh babe. It gives this vibe of being in a space or in a relationship or in a friendship, whatever the case is, where they want you to act a certain way. They want you to be a certain way. And that's the only way they accept you, is if you are doing that thing, or if you are being this thing, or if you are overextending yourself in a situation. It gives me this grandmother energy is saying, this is your breakup letter. This is your breakup letter, and that breakup letter doesn't have to be like an actual physical breakup. The breakup letter could simply be just you breaking up with something that no longer suits you. 444 on the time, it's giving procrastination, breaking up with other people and their expectations on your life, what they tell you to do, what they feel you should be doing, okay? It's like breaking free from all the restraints that have tried to have a place on you, okay? That's what this grandmother energy is saying, because now I'm seeing the chains. The chains are broken. To break every chain, okay? Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. This is giving me the energy of you're meant to fly. And he says that in the song, you're meant to fly, but you're surrounded by things that try to keep you caged in. So if you're meant to fly, why try to make something work in a space that wants to keep you caged in? You have don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. And the first thing that this made me think of, 555 on the recording time, is the aspect of sometimes we don't leave situations because of pride. Because we don't want to feel like we made a wrong decision or a bad decision, or we don't want it to look like we regret something that we did. But this grandmother energy is saying sometimes it's prideful to not make the changes in things that we know that we're called to do. And we need to allow ourselves to find that ultimate peace in it all, and know when something is a dead end, when something has to go, when something has to be separated from, when something needs to have a new space. You get what I'm saying? You may be afraid to split something up. Now I'm getting, I remember back when I ate meat, and I had this older friend, Lynn, my Virgo love. Rest in peace, my love. I used to hang with a lot of older people, and I remember one day when we went shopping, so I took her, you know, grocery shopping and stuff, to get her stuff, and we were back at her house, and she was the first person, and I was an adult at this time. She was the first person to teach me to separate my meat into bags and put into the freezer versus putting everything into the freezer. So then when you need to thaw it out and you only need a few pieces, you know what I'm saying, you have it in the bag. So after that, you know, I would just, because it was just me. So why did I need to be thawing out a big 12 pack of wings, you know what I'm saying, when I can just put 3 wings in each bag and just pull out a bag when I want to thaw that out, right? And it created this energy of finding smarter ways to do things. And although I don't eat meat anymore, but that has always stuck with me, because sometimes we have to separate things and compartmentalize things in order to make it easier, 808 on the time, to be able to stomach it, in order to make sense of it, okay? So with this don't let pride get in your way aspect, it's okay to learn a new lesson. It's okay to learn a new way to do something, a new way to address something. I'm hearing it might blow your mind, but you have to be open for the changes. You have to be open to the aspect of you're willing to learn something different. You're willing to see something from a different angle, okay? All right, grandmother, what is the advice energy you have for the physical? The Daughter of Wands, and this is giving the take a trip energy, major Sagittarius energy, but it also gives me the vibe of taking a trip to somewhere else to do something different as a way to learn something else and learn something different. You may have to move away from what you know as a way to grow more, because now I'm seeing someone who's like growing out of their clothes, or they're growing out of their space. And now I'm thinking about a child. You know how children, they're very expensive when it comes to clothes. They can't just buy something and wear for years. You got to buy new clothes every season. okay, as they're growing. It gives this energy of your spirit. Your grandmother is saying your spirit is in that same space, like is growing rapidly, but you have to allow yourself to be in spaces where you can grow rapidly and not in spaces that try to make you feel guilty for growing and changing, okay? 10-10 on the time. So this gives a vibe of allowing yourself to be in spaces that allow you to expand to like who you are, who you're called to be. If you can't expand, then baby, it's a no ma'am, okay? Ace of Coins. And that's abundant energy. And it gives me a vibe of you can't be financially abundant in a place that's destitute, in a place that is barren. You can't grow then. You can't create. You can't develop. This grandmother energy, because I'm hearing lucky coin. Find a coin for each. It was just 11:11 on the recording time. So find a penny, a nickel, a dime, and a quarter, or whatever country you're in and the currency of your country. Find a coin that is the same year of your birth. And if you know the year of your grandmother's birth, have one of those as well. I'm hearing currency, but the currency, I'm not thinking of financial aspect currency. Now I'm thinking about the song by Tony Jones, Current Sea, water. Water is so simple, but it's a primary ingredient in a lot of things. This is giving a vibe of healing waters, green and blue healing waters. Some of y'all may be thinking about traveling somewhere that have like a spring, a hot spring energy. I'm getting. It's something when looking at this pie, it makes me think of grandmother's old pie. Something about what your grandmother left you or something that she shared with you is worth a lot. I'm hearing food for the soul. It's food for the soul. It fills people up. And it also fills you up. It's a level of knowledge. Because I'm hearing remembering where you came from. So like, it's okay to remember where you came from, but don't let where you came from hold you back. It's good to remember where you came from, but don't let where you came from hold you back. What's the energy for this mental? Four of Swords, I'm hearing rest. Rest your little pretty heart. Rest your pretty head for your mental. I'm hearing don't think too much about it. Don't think too much about it. Let it be. Let it happen. Let it flow. When you start thinking too much about it is when you're going to make mistakes. Because now I'm thinking of, as I look at this pie, that saying when they say, I just season it until the energy of the ancestors tell me to stop. It's giving this vibe of resting and know that when you do your part, you give permission for the universe to do its part. You give permission to your ancestors to do their part. I'm hearing do your part and then take your hand off the wheel. And then now this do not let your pride get in the way is standing out to me again because it now makes me think of not feeling like you have to do everything. Make the major changes, do what you need to do, and then allow everything else to come about from there. Because now I'm getting the right teamwork. Ooh. The right partnership, the right teamwork. Because something may try to interfere and get in the way of your throat chakra. The fact that my throat is acting up on here right now, okay? But that can only be if like you're trying to make a way or do something in a space where it may be better for someone else to come in and do. So it gives this vibe of when it comes to like partnerships, one person may be able to get a contract better than the other one. But then the other one may be better with developing policies in the background and development than the other person. So this gives the energy of allowing strengths to come in and play as well. So acknowledge your personal strengths and work in those strengths, okay? Identify people who I'm hearing who accommodate and who supplement your strengths. So like what you do well, they need support with. What they do well, you need support with. So it fits together like a puzzle, because it's giving this energy of you may have been connecting with some people or things that it didn't fit like a puzzle. It may have felt like it didn't fit like a puzzle. All right, spiritual advice. Three of Knives. The first thing I felt was let go of expectations. You got to let the old you, the old movements die in order to walk into this new beginnings. Remember, we pulled out that Four of Knives, which is the peace. The mental was the peace. So it gives the vibe of the spiritual has to allow something to end, has to allow something to die. Every Three of Swords is not bad. But this makes me think of someone who overextends their pain. They overextend the difficult moments by sulking over what has happened, okay? And in sulking over what has happened, it's like, I don't have this in me. You know what I'm saying? We have the Father of Wands coming out. This presentation aspect gives me, when like how we were just saying, one person may have strengths and the other person may not. We're like, he's giving a presentation. But his partner may not be good at doing the presentation, but his partner may be good at creating the presentation with the development. And then the Nine of Wands. This is giving me the energy of make sure that you release what is not yours and that you don't take on responsibilities of things that's not really you, that's not really yours, okay? Know what needs to be your energy and what's not your energy. So that you know what to pull from and how to pull from it. That's the grandmother message. That's the grandmother message. That is the grandmother message. I thank you all for being in this space. Thank you to everyone who has been sticking with the channel here in this space, who has been finding solace, who has been finding growth, who has been finding comfort, just all of that. Thank you for being here. If you're interested in a personal reading, I still have personal readings for 25% off on my website, moenicole.com. Just use the code Ancestor Friday. If you're interested in an ancestor message candle, check out energyt.com, where you basically get an ancestor message, like a channeled message for you, a personal reading inside of a candle as the candle burns down. So definitely check that out on the website at energyt.com. I thank you all for being here and have an amazing rest of your day, okay? Oh yeah, and everything on the website is still buy two, get one free. So you can buy two ancestor message candles, get one free. Make sure you have the third item in your cart or you're not gonna get the free item. But I appreciate you all for being here. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. And as always, may you continue to bloom, okay, and harvest the good energy that you have been sowing, my loves. I'll see you later. Bye.